Ancient Sumer, now Iraq and Kuwait, is the southern half of what was once known as Mesopotamia. The people of ancient Sumer had control of the area from 4500 BCE until 1750 BCE when they were invaded by the Elamites. The ancient Sumerians are responsible for creating one of the most widely used language systems of the ancient world. Cuneiform is what we call this script. This written form of communication was developed for trade. Trade in ancient Sumer was crucial in order for cities to function as a component of the larger society. To prevent people from getting ripped off, merchants sent clay envelopes with clay tokens inside representing what was being traded and how much. Each token shape represented a specific item, and the number of tokens represented the amount of that item. This example is of a payment for work or labor. It is signed by the sender, and the tokens are found inside. Here, the tokens represent 1 large amount of barley, 2 smaller amounts of an unknown, 4 days, and 4 measures of metal. Now, it is unknown whether or not the day tokens represent how many days of work or how long until the payment arrives. As a shortcut, some people began just pressing the tokens themselves into damp clay, creating an image of the token. We can still see the sender's signature on a couple of these, as well as the token impressions. Much of the detail previously present in figurines is lost in the impressions of the tokens, so people began to draw them out in 2 dimensions, broadening their vocabulary and permitting more specificity in the recording of information. In this example, we see a tablet with early versions of detailed pictographic writing, contrasted with a tablet depicting cuneiform script, demonstrating the change over time. The creation of cuneiform is achieved through the pressing of a reed stylus into damp clay in various strokes. Here is the demonstration of this technique. It reads ku-ra-ash in cuneiform.
So we're going to write kurash. So the first sign ku has a big vertical, 2 small horizontals, 1 bigger horizontal, a little vertical, and another horizontal like a box. This is ku. Then Ra, we have 3 strong horizontals to begin, 1 big one next to it, and then 1 little vertical wedge and 1 bigger vertical wedge. Ku, Ra. Now we do Ash, which is 3 long horizontals comme ça, and then a vertical in the middle. So we can read this, Ku, Ra, Ash, the name of Cyrus.
Because cuneiform is a system of writing, it is independent of the languages which utilize it. This allowed for cross-cultural communication and trade in ancient Mesopotamia. Here we see a stone tablet written in the Babylonian dialect using cuneiform glyphs. It is roughly translated as a customer service complaint regarding a purchase of copper wherein the seller failed to deliver the product and refused to refund the transaction. From tokens and envelopes to 2-dimensional pictographic images, we can see the long history of the progression of cuneiform. Due to its phonetic nature, there is not a sound the human tongue can make that cannot be recorded using cuneiform, one of the most pervasive and widely employed systems of recording information in the ancient world.